Hi, John Dwyer here, and I'm here to talk to you about incontinence. I know, this is what I do for a living. I have quite a stunning case study of a business that would help women relieve the symptoms of incontinence, and it's a stunning result. So therefore stick with me and I'll tell you all about it. Okie dokie, now let me tell you about this, what I think is a stunning case study of a great result of doing marketing the smart way. And this is for a company here in Australia called Mediballs, and they are a company whose edict was to help women who are suffering some incontinence issues. So therefore they're unfortunately wetting their pants from time to time. And this particular company knocked on my door and said, look, could I be of assistance with regards to consulting? And I said, yep, no problems at all. And so therefore I said, I guess when people come into my world, I get them to fill out a questionnaire. And when I look through that questionnaire, the sort of questions are, what have you been doing marketing wise up until now? What's the unique selling point? What sort of wow factors do you have? Who's your competitors? Let me have a look at your website. Have you got Google Analytics to tell us what the actual visitation rate for the website is, what your bounce rate is, and so on and so forth. And when I look at that, then I get together with them before I put a marketing plan together and just ask some more interrogative questions. Now in this instance, I said to this Mediballs company, and by the way, and I'm not being silly here, but the Mediball product is a little, almost like an egg that the women put you know where, and it helps them very quickly over a short period of 7-10 days really reduce the symptoms of incontinence. So it's a bit of a miracle product. I think it came from Germany. But in any case, so therefore I said to them, okay, well let me have a look at what you've been doing marketing wise up until now. And they showed me their website. Now you'll see that on your screen right now. And you'll see here that the homepage of their website, now this particular company was called Pelvic Floor Assist. I think they might be called something different these days, but Mediballs was the product that they were selling. And you'll see there on the right-hand side of your screen there, the Mediballs, as I said, it's like a small egg, and no need to tell you what the women did with it to help their problem. Now you'll see here on the homepage, the image that they have is of an elderly lady, because I think a lot of us, and probably me included, not that I gave it too much thought of a daytime, but you know, if you'd asked me, well, what target audience in the female sex would probably suffer from, you know, incontinence, I'd probably say the seniors. Well, guess what? After I saw their website and I could see, you know, they were targeting seniors, I said, have we got any research on really who, what age groups, what demographics do suffer from incontinence? And as it turned out, they didn't, but we did some research, or we sourced some research. And believe it or not, a good percentage, as in half, were under the age of 50. Because they'd had, these ladies might have had 2 or 3 children and their pelvic floor was not what it used to be. I didn't even know what a pelvic floor was, to be honest with you, until this company came on board. I thought they were a builder when they came on board. I found that different. Pelvic floor is a bit different. So anyway, as it turns out, by the way, they put up with my cheekiness, so therefore we ended up getting on quite well. But I really did think it was a builder. So anyway, I said to them, look, if half of your audience are under the age of 50 because they've had 2 or 3 children and their pelvic floor is not what it used to be, and unfortunately when they're coughing or they're laughing or they're playing golf or whatever it may be, they're having to run off to the toilet because they're wetting their pants, then we should not be featuring only an elderly lady on the website. And so therefore we redid the website, and you'll see coming up on your screen right now that we actually showcased women of various ages. And this happens to be the top panel on the new website, and there was a welcome video there which we'll show you in just a second. As we came down that page, I've cut it up into little segments so you can see what happens when you actually came down the homepage. We asked you, how old are you? Where do you feel? Because the thing is that the story that we had to tell an 18 to 30-year-old was very different from the story that we might tell someone 50 plus. So look, I've got 6 children, okay, and my kids are all millennials, but what I would say to the 22-year-old versus what I'd say to the 30-year-old are very, very different stories. One's married with children and a mortgage, the other one's still going to nightclubs. So therefore, if you have for your business a wide range of a target audience, then for goodness sake, don't talk to them all the same way. Split them up into, you know, geo-demographic segments and talk to them the way that they needed to be talked to, and that's what we did here. As I scroll further down the page here, you'll see that what we did is basically give a quick rundown. Okay, so we've got the big headline up top, we've actually got the welcome video, we've broken the audience up into what age group they are. When they click what age group they are, they go through to a page which talks in their language. But also on the home page up front, we say, look, this is what Mediballs are, and this is why you might need to talk to us about getting this sort of relief. We then have a free report, the urinary incontinence how to treat urinary incontinence within 7 days. And guess what that was there for? Of course, to collect data. And then as we scrolled further, if they were still skeptical, then we gave them the 3 big benefits of why it might be a great solution for them. And before they left the page, we would actually give them some testimonials, and these were video testimonials. Look, it's chalk and cheese. What happened was quite spectacular. The sales for this business skyrocketed, and I had a good feeling that they would, because they were not targeting the total audience before, but now we were. So we had done what I call widening the funnel. We had widened the funnel so that we're talking to women of all different audiences. I'll show you a little bit, not the total lot, but I'll show you a little bit of the what we call the explainer video that was on the front page of this website. And this video also doubled for being a Facebook ad. And I'll tell you what happened with Facebook advertising after you just watch a few seconds of this video.
As a woman, our lives are busy and active. We work. Some of us have children. We lead eventful lives, share our joys, and our health is important. But there are health concerns that cause many of us unnecessary stress and anxiety. We are busy and active, so few of us have the time for the symptoms of weak pelvic floor muscles, such as the constant need to go to the bathroom. Yet when women look to treat the problem, the alternatives can appear far from ideal. Not to mention, activating the pelvic floor during floor exercises can sometimes be a mission. And while yoga is great, it doesn't always work for all of us. To support women's pelvic health, Pelvic Floor Assist has arrived to offer women a new, discreet and effective pelvic floor training treatment option, Mediballs Secret. Okay,
so therefore you'll see that when you're dealing with a sensitive subject like this, then the explainer cartoon videos, or what we call whiteboard animation, may be appropriate. Okay, it's not appropriate for lots of other things. I mean, if you are running the Palazzo Versace 6-star hotel on the Gold Coast, you would not, create your video being a whiteboard animation video. But for this, because of the sensitivity of the subject and the difficulty in getting women to talk about it, because who wants to be on camera telling the world that they wet their pants, then of course it may well be just ideal for this particular product. And as it turned out, it was, because when we put that on Facebook and we targeted the different segments of that audience, listen to the owner of the business telling us what the result was.
The biggest idea I think I've received was using a doodle commercial as opposed to a still advert, because my clicks on Facebook went from 4,000 to 95,000 in 2 weeks, and I've had the most amazing amount of likes on my Facebook page. I think it's reached 4,000, and that's really due to the doodle commercial.
So there you go, a pretty dramatic increase in the leads that she had been getting previously. So and if you're talking about Facebook advertising, my view is that you need to ensure that your Facebook ad takes your audience, when they click on it, to a offer specific landing page. So when they clicked on that particular ad for her, which was the animation video, they went through to a specific landing page, not to the website. They didn't go through to the website where the homepage I just showed you. Why? Well, because they would be probably overwhelmed. There's so much information on the homepage for that website. So please do yourself a favor, when you're advertising on social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or whatever, don't send them back to your website homepage. There's a pretty good chance they're going to get overwhelmed with all the bells and whistles that are on that page. Send them to an offer specific landing page and see your conversions go through the roof. That's about it. But listen, if you are looking for a packaged promotion that could distinguish you from your competitors, no matter what business you're in, I don't care whether you're a butcher, baker or candlestick maker, if you'd like to learn how you can give away a family Aussie holiday to all sorts of places around Australia, and it will only cost you $97, then you might like to click the link above me or below me here, and you can use that as your Happy Meal toy to attract people to your business. And if, by the way, you are going to be providing an incentive, don't keep it a secret. don't keep it a secret. Make sure that you use the likes of social media these days to promote the fact that you are giving away a free holiday or whatever it might be.